Lesson learned, or ADD moment. How about that? So when I started this project, like all projects, I prefer to reuse upcycled, recycled or repurposed materials. But since the cost of lumber has quadrupled in the past 2 years, people are very reluctant to give up anything used, even old deck wood. It's, when I see a post for free lumber, I respond to it within an hour. It's already gone. So I ended up going with new pressure treated lumber for this project. And I'm concerned because I built the roof with 36-inch centers between the rafters, not knowing what product I was going to be going with after I couldn't find the corrugated metal. So when I found the asphalt panels, they call for 24-inch centers, and that means that these 1x2 purlins I'm using are probably not going to be strong enough to hold the snow load on their own, so I have to brace in between them. So I'm going to be using some 1x3 non-pressure treated. 1x3x8s in this area are $3 a piece. Don't ask me why, but that's what they cost. That's basically scrap lumber. I mean, these pieces are horrendous. They're severely warped. They're full of knots. I mean, this stuff is garbage. But anyway, that's what I ended up purchasing yesterday. So we're gonna run one of those between each one of the rafter sections to increase the structural rigidity so that we don't have an issue with the roof collapsing in the first year of snow. We'll see how that goes. Look at the quality of this lumber. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but this looks like it's been chewed by beavers. I mean, this stuff is complete trash, but I bought it in bulk packaging, banded together 6 pieces and 12 pieces at a time, so you don't know what you're going to get in the middle. They kind of hide these pieces. Lesson learned. I guess I should have cut the bands open. So I think doing that should have added sufficient strength to the overall structure, and we should be able to handle, a reasonable snow load without worrying about failure of the roof. We're going to do that on both sides. Oh, hey there. You're probably wondering why I'm out here in a white t-shirt sitting by the fire pit on the couch instead of working on the roof, huh? I'm going to spare you the graphic details and the video footage because it was horrific. So one of the panels on the left side of the structure needed to be cut out, okay, to go around the birch tree. as I was cutting it, I was pulling, you know where I'm going with this, I was pulling the razor knife towards myself and leaning on the roof at the same time. As you can see, my arm is bandaged here. I have stitches inside my arm and outside my arm right now. You can probably figure out the rest. The razor knife slipped and fully extended, went directly into my arm. Now, like I said, I know some of you like gory scenes and all that, but I'm sure the rest of you wouldn't appreciate it quite as much. I don't think it was very amusing, obviously. So, I'm not going to show you what happened. I cut out a lot of footage from this video that led up to that point as well, because I was having issues with the camera dying and with camera shake, so we're going to be missing a little bit in between where I started unloading the truck and where we are now. 2 days later, now I'm out of the hospital sitting here at the fire pit. So there's a couple of things that I have to address with the building. First of all, the roofing material I ended up going with doesn't cover the 12-foot span because the overlap is so great. It makes the panels less than 3 feet wide. So now I have, 4 or 5 inches on the end of the structure that have no roof on them. I have to buy some more roofing panels to cut up and some flashing so I can get back on the project. I'm supposed to keep this arm straight because of the extent of the damage for 2 weeks. But you know what that means. Anybody with ADD understands that just because you're hurt doesn't mean you're going to stop doing anything at all. I mean, if anything, it'd drive you crazy enough to make poor choices and to continue working despite the injury. Poor choices. This is where we're at. Like I said, I just have to focus on healing for, a week or so. If I get into any other projects, obviously I'll film that. I'm on a hit right now, and it sounds promising. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we're on 2 hits. We got a hit right here. And, well, we have a target in the dirt right here somewhere. Let's see. Oh! What do we have here? Wow, we found a mercury dime. What is that? 1924 mercury dime. That's the first coin I've ever found. That's cool. Lesson learned, when you're thinking about completing a project, sometimes you get ahead of yourself and your actions and your thoughts don't mesh. I mean, that's such a rookie mistake to use a razor knife and cut towards yourself, but it happens. So, while I'm on the mend, you all hang in there, and hopefully I'll have some new content for you pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Be careful, huh?